folks, it's Speedistevie video time again. Here's a video from the Ferrari F1 team with a preview of the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix at Imola. Please watch this video right to the end, and subscribe.
Hello everybody, hello fans. I'm trying to speak today to a very important person. Let's see if the connection is going. Laurent Mekies, racing director. Laurent, can you hear me?
Oh, Mark. Yes. Good afternoon. Excellent. I can hear you good. How are you?
Good, very good. Connection is good. Laurent, second race of the season, Imola, which is a great venue. Gran Premio del Made in Italy e dell'Emilia Romagna, and all our fans want to know about that track. Tell us a bit more about this, the layout.
Imola is a great track, Mark. It's a home race at first. You know, we have two home races this year. Imola is only 1 hour away from the factory, so it's very special to go there. It was incredible to be back there after many years last year. What sort of track is Imola? It's a track where you need a very sharp car for changing directions, because there is many very sharp change of directions. At the same time, you have incredibly challenging high-speed corners. So you need these sharp cars in the change of directions. You need a good car for the high-speed corners. And in the middle of that, you have quite aggressive curbs. So you somehow also need a car that will be able to be soft enough and compliant enough to deal with these curbs. So as you can see, three elements that are not necessarily compatible one with the other, but it's part of the work that we will all have there with our drivers and our team of engineers to try to find the right compromise.
And because we've been there just a few months ago, last year, how do we know what to expect from the performance of the car? You know, do we only look at the data from the previous time we went there?
No, not really, Mark. I think this year there is, in the end, a fairly significant change of regulations. You know, we have a bit less aerodynamic forces on the car. On top of that, the tires are different. So actually, we are more so looking at what we have done in Bahrain, how we want to improve from Bahrain, how do we want to adapt the car that we had in Bahrain to the characteristic of the Imola track in order to get the best preparations. That's pretty much the process we're following.
And you were talking about how we look at the data, performance. Of course, we are fighting against opponents. You know, that's because at the end of the day, we race against the other teams, the other cars. What aspects of the rivals do we look at, you know, to know how we're going to be performing on the weekend?
It's a very good question, Mark. As much as we should all concentrate on ourselves, it's very difficult not to look at the opposition. So yes, you are right. We do a great amount of data analysis on what the other competitors are doing. We have a huge amount of data now available also from the competitions through the GPS analysis, through the audio analysis. And what do we do with that? Well, we look at our performance, and from that we try to estimate if we are good in power, if we are good in drag, if we are good in downforce, and if we are good in mechanical grip. That's the four parameters we are trying to assess against the oppositions. Now, it does not mean that you can correct the gap if you find a gap, but at least it gives you an indication of where you are likely to suffer, and perhaps to get your preparations a bit better in that case.
Thank you, Laurent. So we let you get back to work. It's just a few days away from this home Grand Prix for all of us. So thank you for your good work and good explanations, and Forza Ferrari.
Thank you, Mark. See you there. Thanks for your help.
That's it for another Speedistevie video. Subscribe now.